Hello students, this is your economics teacher Ayanar. I hope you are well and utilizing the time wisely.
Today you are going to revise chapter 3 production analysis 5 marks. Students, watch this video very carefully till the end. Let us enter into the topics. First we will revise chapter 3 production analysis 5 mark. Question number 1. Examine the law of variable proportion with the help of a diagram. The law stated that if all other factors are fixed and one input is varied in the short run, the total output will increase at an increasing rate at first instance, be constant at a point and then eventually decrease. Marginal product will become negative at last. According to G. Stickler, as equal increment of one input are added, the inputs of other productive service being held constant. Beyond a certain point, the resulting increment of product will decrease, that is, the marginal product will diminishes. Assumptions. The law of variable proportion is based on the following assumption. First assumption, only one factor is variable while other factors are held constant. Second, all units of the variable factors are homogeneous or identical. Third, the product is measured in physical terms or physical units. Fourth, there is no change in the state of technology. Fifth, there is no change in the price of the product. The law of variable proportions is explained with the help of the following schedule and diagram. In table 3.1, units of variable factor are employed along with other fixed factors of production. The table illustrates that there are three stages of production. The total product increases steadily at the first instant, constant at the maximum point and then diminishes. It is always positive for ever, while total product increases, marginal product increases up to a point and then decreases. Total product increases up to the point where the marginal product is 0. When the total product tends to diminishes, marginal product becomes negative. In diagram 3.1, the number of worker is measured on x-axis while TPL, APL and MPL are denoted on y-axis. The diagram explains the three stages of production as given in the above table. Stage 1. In the first stage, MPL increases up to the third laborer and it is higher than the average product. So that total product is increasing at an increasing rate. The tendency of total product to increase at an increasing rate stops at the point A and it begins to increase at the decreasing rate. This point is known as a point of inflections. Stage 2. In the second stage, MPL decreases up to 6th unit of laborer, where MPL curve intersect the x-axis. At the 4th unit of labor, MPL is equal to APL. After this, MPL curve is lower than the APL. TPL increases at a decreasing rate. Stage 3. Third stage of production shows that the 6th unit of labor is marked by negative marginal productivity of laborer. The average productivity of laborer continues to fall but remains positive. After the 6th unit, total productivity of laborer declines with the employment of more units of variable factor and labor. Question number 2. Elucidate the law of returns to scale. Laws of return to scale. In the long run, there is no fixed factor. All factors are variable. The laws of return to scale explains the relationship between output and the scale of inputs. In the long run, when all the inputs are increased in the same proportions. Assumptions. Laws of return to scale are based on the following assumption. First assumption. All the factors of production such as land, labor and capital are variable, but organization is fixed. Second, there is no change in technology. Third, there is perfect competition in the market. Fourth, outputs or returns are measured in physical quantities. Three classes of return to scale. First, increasing return to scale. In this case, if all inputs are increased by 1%, output increased by more than 1%. Second, constant return to scale. In this case, if all inputs are increased by 1%, output increases exactly by 1%. Third, diminishing return to scale. In this case, if all inputs are increased by 1%, output increases by less than 1%. Diagrammatically illustration. The three laws of return to scale can be explained with the help of the following diagram. In diagram 3.2, the movement from point A to point B represents increasing return to scale because between these 2 points output has doubled. But output has tripled. The law of constant return to scale is implied by the movement from the point B to point C because between these 2 points inputs have doubled and output has also doubled. Decreasing return to scale are denoted by the movement from the point C to point D, since doubling the factors from 4 units to 8 units produced less than the increasing in inputs, that is by only 33.33%. Question number 3. Explain the internal and external economics of scale. Economics of scale. Scale of production refers to the ratio of factors of production. This ratio can change because of availability of factors. The scale of production is an important fact or affecting the cost of production. Every producer wishes to reduce the cost of production. Hence, he uses an advantage of economy scale. This economy of scale is affected both by the internal and the external factors of the firm. Accordingly, economics are broadly divided into 2 types by Marshall. First, internal economics and external economics. Economies of scale reduces the cost of production and diseconomies of scale increases the cost of production. Internal economies of scale. The term internal economies of scale refers to the advantages enjoyed by the production units with cause a reduction in the cost of production of the commodity. There are various types. First, technical economics. When the size of the firm is large amount of capital can be used. There is a possibility to introduce up-to-date technologies. This improves productivity of the firms. Here, research and development strategies can be applied easily. Second, financial economics. Big firms can float shares in the market for capital expansion, while small firms cannot easily float shares in the market. Third, managerial economics. Large-scale production facilitates specializations and delegations. Fourth, labor economics. Large-scale production implies a greater and minute division of laborers. This leads to specialization which enhance the quality. This increases the productivity of the firm. Next, marketing economics. In the context of large-scale production, the producer can both buy raw materials in bulk at a cheaper cost and can take the product to distinct markets. They enjoy a huge bargaining power. Last, economics of survival. Product diversification is possible when there are large scale of production. This reduces the risk in production. Even if the market for one product collapses, market for other commodities offset it. External economics of scale. External economics of scale refers to change in any factor outside the firms causing an improvement in the production process. This can take place in the case of industry also. These are the advantages enjoyed by all the firms in the industry due to the structural growth. Important external economics of scale are listed below. Increased transport facilities, banking facilities, development of townships. Fourth, development of information and communication. That's all for today. We will continue in the next class. Freeze the assignment by clicking the link below.